G'day guys, welcome to the Woolloomooloo Shoe mobile showroom. Today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Woolloomooloo Shoe, give you some background on the company and some product information to help you understand really what makes Woolloomooloo Shoe different to most other shoes on the market. Firstly, we were founded in 2021. It was a 2020 idea, kind of a COVID baby. By myself, Paul Robbins, who lives in Sydney, Australia, and Bill Sahatchin, who lives in Southern California. And we set out to make sneakers pretty much the same way athletic companies do, most athletic companies, but we replaced all of the plastics with Australian merino wool. So instead of digitally knitting a plastic product, we spin Australian merino wool into a super fine thread, and we use 3D knitting machines and digital knitting machines to make our sneakers. Okay, so before we get into all the product information and all that sort of stuff, I want to tell you a little bit about where I'm standing right now. This mobile showroom, we've been touring around the US for the last 6 months to a year, trying to spread the word about merino wool and how it's actually a much better product for your feet, while it's also a much better product for the planet. In the back here, you see our mascot, Shelly. Shelly's done all these miles with us. We put all of our shoes along the wall here, and we bring in buyers and we bring in consumers to spread the word. So it's been a really, really fun project. We're just getting started, and we hope to come by and see all of you at some stage soon. You can reach out to us at sales@Woolloomooloo Shoe and request a visit. Okay, so what's our secret sauce? Like, what really makes us unique as a shoe company? To truly understand what Woolloomooloo Shoe brings to the table, you really have to understand merino wool. Merino wool is such an amazing product. Not only is the majority of it made in Australia, but it ships all around the world, and it's been used in fine clothing and apparel for many, many years. In footwear, it's mainly found as a boiled wool product. And quite honestly, boiled wool just doesn't cut the mustard. So what we really decided to do was spin merino wool into a super fine thread. Merino wool does a lot of things. It's moisture wicking, so it absorbs all of the moisture off your feet. It's antibacterial because it's a natural product, so it doesn't build up bacteria within your shoe. It's odor resistant naturally. It's of course sustainable. It is a renewable product. It temperature regulates, and it's extraordinarily durable because it has extremely long fibers. So it doesn't tear. It actually has some natural elasticity to it. So all in all, merino wool makes an incredible product. So now we've talked about merino wool and what a great product that really is. Let's talk about what that brings to Woolloomooloo Shoe when we make our sneakers. As I said, we spin merino wool into a super fine thread, and then we digitally knit all the componentry from our shoes. So very similar to an athletic sneaker, except all of the plastic is replaced with merino wool. So what does that do? That gives us incredible breathability. The knit pattern itself is very, very breathable, but merino wool is also a very, very breathable product. So your foot does not get trapped inside a plastic bag here. It is in a breathable product, and it keeps your foot at a comfortable temperature all day long. It's lightweight. Merino wool is extremely lightweight, so our sneakers weigh almost nothing, and it doesn't drag you down as you walk in a lightweight product like this. The comfort is amazing with or without socks. We really recommend no socks because the sock is built in. You actually lose a lot of the benefits of wearing a merino wool sneaker when you put on a sock. If you do wear a sock, we recommend a woolen sock so you get the same features as you would with wearing a merino wool shoe. Lastly, our shoes are washable. You just throw us in a washing machine on gentle cycle, a little wool cleaner, cold water, and then let us air dry. Our footbed is an awesome footbed. We have a deep heel seat, we have arch support, and then we have a metatarsal bump. and then the footbed is covered in merino wool. This merino wool is baked in at the time of molding this footbed, so it doesn't peel off. But it makes sure that when you're standing on this shoe all day, that your entire foot is surrounded by merino wool and not touching any plastics. Now to talk about a few of our styles specifically. So kind of the workhorse of our line is the Coogee. Coogee is the name of a beach in Sydney, right near downtown. Coogee is, again, 100% digitally knitted. It is on a base that has some rubberized, non-slip surfaces here. It's a blown EVA, so it is super comfortable, very, very lightweight. Again, this has a woolen lining all the way through, and elastic lace with a little knot here, very, very easy to tie. We've embroidered the eyelets so the knot doesn't slip through, and it's a really, really comfortable everyday walking shoe. The next shoe in our line is the Eden. Eden is on the same base as our Coogee, so you get that little non-slip rubberized pads here and the super lightweight flexible EVA outsole. The only difference here is that we've got a little mesh tongue in here just to promote extra breathability, and then we have an elastic lace so you can adjust the shoe's fit to your foot. We're going to move on to the Suffolk. The Suffolk has been in the line since day one and continues to be one of our best shoes. This does not have a lining in it, so it's a very, very lightweight collapsible shoe, a great travel shoe, really good for resort wear. You should think about this as something you could throw on instead of a sandal or a flip-flop, just to give a slightly little bit more elevated look to what's going on. This piece is knitted in 100% in one piece. So even the elastic goring is actually knitted in at the same time as we knit the upper. So there are no seams in here. This is one of our most comfortable, easy slip-on shoes, the Suffolk. Moving along to the Kayama. The Kayama is our ode to the skate shoe, meaning it's on a rubberized bottom. So you don't get the super lightweight feeling that you get from the Coogee and the Eden in this case, but you do get a little added durability, and you just get that sleek cup sole type vibe. This shoe is 100% merino wool lined, 100% merino wool, digitally knitted, and it has a great footbed in it. So it's going to be much more comfortable than most skate shoes on the market, and it's really sort of an elevated version of that category. And lastly, we have our Byron. The Byron is a new project. This shoe is going to ship in the beginning of summer, sometime in May, June period. Again, digitally knitted merino wool, digitally knitted lining, the same beautiful merino wool covered footbed with the deep heel seat, the arch support, and the metatarsal bump. It's just a lightweight EVA twin gore slip-on that we associate with sort of that beach movement that's going on right now. Okay, so great. So one last thing before I let you go. The name Woolloomooloo. Woolloomooloo is actually an Aboriginal word that means land of plenty. It's also a tiny little downtown area of Sydney, Australia called Woolloomooloo. And it's kind of like our Soho. It's full of coffee shops and hotels, etc. But it used to be the port hub. It's where all the wool used to be brought in by boat and distributed to the factories in downtown Sydney to be knitted into product. We're really proud of what we're doing here at Woolloomooloo. Thanks very much for hanging out with me today. And if you have any questions, check us out at woolloomoolooshoe.com or shoot us an email at sales@woolloomooloo.com. Thanks, mate. Cheers.